Hey there guys, this is Eli Delaney again with Your Marketing University and our YMU update for February 6th, 2012. First off, I'm going to go ahead and go through all the announcements and stuff before I go through our little tip or tidbit for the day. First thing is tonight, our Monday Marketing Mania class. We're going to start at 6 o'clock Arizona time. That's 5 o'clock Pacific. You want to be there. This is for website critiques. We were supposed to do that last week. The software we had did an update that caused some issues, so we pushed those back to this week. We got all the bugs worked out of it, so we should be good to go. But I'm going to tell you something. If you haven't submitted your website, definitely do so. I don't know how many we're going to be able to get through. I know we have a pretty good sized list already. But even if you're not having your website critiqued, show up for this class. You're going to get some great information. I'll tell you what, every time I do this, I see some commonalities between a lot of different websites that all have a couple of the same basic things that you can do to increase your conversions, to make it more effective for you. So you want to get on there, look at some of the stuff that we're talking about, and you're going to discover some of the things that you can do on your website, implement right away, and make a difference. So again, that's going to start at 6 o'clock Arizona time. That's 5 o'clock Pacific. If you're not a student, you can go to mondaymarketingmania.com and get registered for it. If you are a student, just log into your members area and you'll be able to go to the latest updates or upcoming training, and we'll get you the username and password for that. The next thing, I got a really cool announcement. If you are a roadmap student, we've got something really cool we're doing. We've been kind of putting it in the back burner for a bit. We've been working on some stuff. One of the things, we've got a bunch of stuff we're working with this, but specifically for people that are part of the Small Business Marketing Roadmap course, we're going to start implementing coaching calls every single week. So you're going to get an announcement on that. If you're an existing student, you're going to get an email on that pretty quickly on what's going to go on with that. But every week, we're going to go through a piece of the roadmap. Now, you already get the training. This is a 4-module training. We delivered over 8 weeks. But what we're going to do with this is, in order to make sure that you really get into it and you really learn all the stuff in there, we're going to start doing weekly coaching calls. They're going to be a half-hour call, half-hour of content going over the materials, and then another half an hour Q&A related to what we went over. So we're going to start that next week. For you that are students in the Roadmap course, you're going to get an email on that. If you haven't taken part of the Roadmap course, definitely go do that. Go to yourmarketinguniversity.com, click on the Browse Courses. You'll be able to find all the information on that. There's all kinds of really cool stuff we're adding to it that isn't even on the sales page yet. We're working on finishing that. So that's a really big announcement I'm really excited about. I know a couple people that I've talked to were pretty stoked about the whole concept of having those coaching calls to really get you to engage the entire program and to learn it inside and out, because these are the skills that you can use that are going to help you no matter what kind of business you're in. And it doesn't matter, 10 years down the road, if you know these basic skills and you have this stuff in place and you decide to start a new business, you can implement the same information right away. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You'll get some more information on that pretty quick. So that's it for this week. Now, I want to talk about one of the things that I'm seeing a lot going on, and the concept of what we're doing with those coaching calls is another piece of where this little concept comes in. There's a phrase out there, a lot of people go here, it's called knowledge is power. People think that the more you know, the more powerful it is, the more, the more you'll make, the more advanced you'll get in life, all that kind of stuff. But there's a distinction with that that's a little bit different, is applied knowledge is power. The kicker with that is you've got to learn what you're doing, you've got to learn the skills, but then you have to go out and do something with it. And that's where I see a lot of people. I see it not just, I see some of our students doing it. It drives me nuts. I see a lot of people out there, in the internet marketing space. They go to a lot of the seminars and conferences and all that kind of stuff. They buy these $2,000 programs, but then they don't do anything with them. And it drives me nuts. And I can't say that I'm not guilty of that myself. I will admit that I am. But one of the most important things you can do in anything you're trying to learn, anything you're trying to do to grow your business, grow your life, whether it's personal or business, it doesn't matter. But the whole concept behind it is you've got to learn this stuff, then you got to get out there and actually do something with it. So my challenge for you is to take one skill, just one piece of something that you've learned, say in the last 30 days, and go out there and build a plan with it, do it, actually implement it. And then see what happens, because then you're going to tweak and test it and kind of see what the next step is, and stick with it, keep going with it. But just take one thing that you've learned and actually implement it. Alrighty? So I'd love to hear, what is that one thing that you're going to take? If you're one of our students, I would love it if you would take one piece of something you learned from me and get out there and start implementing right away. If you're not one of our students, or if there's something else that's a better fit for you right now in your life, those things that you need to do right now, that's okay. But I'd love for you to share that with me, because I'd like to see what it is, and I'd like to see your progress. Maybe it's you've got this course and you're going to take this one section, you've followed all the steps, you've watched the videos, you've listened to the audios, whatever that is, and then get out and implement it. I'd like to know what that one thing is. So do me a favor, share your comments below the video. Let me know, what is that one thing that you plan on implementing right now? You're going to do it this week out of something that you've learned in the last 30 days. With that, get out there, have an awesome week. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with it. Again, if you share that with me, if you put that in the comments below, it's something I might be able to support you with. If I can support you in any way, let me know, because I'd love to be able to do that. All right, so with that, get out there, have an awesome week. Take care, and if there's anything I can do for you, always just let me know. Have a good one.